Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for April 5, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We have some disturbing news to share with you today, as a U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle fighter jet has been reportedly downed in southern Iran, with one pilot rescued and another still missing. This incident marks the first time a U.S. fighter jet has been shot down in combat in decades, challenging claims that thousands of U.S. and Israeli strikes have wiped out Iran's missile capabilities. The situation is extremely volatile, with Iranian state media urging locals to assist in the search for the missing crew member, and a reward equivalent to $10,000 offered for information leading to the pilot's capture. The downed jet's debris has been published on social media by Iranian authorities, although the Pentagon has yet to confirm the loss of the aircraft. This incident is part of a larger conflict between the U.S. and Iran, which has entered its 36th day. Over a dozen American service members have been killed since the conflict began, and President Trump has set a deadline for Iran to meet U.S. demands, warning that all hell will rain down on the country if it fails to comply. Global oil prices have spiked amid concerns over the potential disruption to shipping lanes in the region, and the international community is holding its breath, hoping that a peaceful resolution can be found to this escalating crisis. Mediators from Pakistan, Turkey, and Egypt are working to bring the two sides to the negotiating table, with a proposed compromise including a cessation of hostilities to allow for a diplomatic settlement. We will continue to provide updates on this developing story as more information becomes available. In the meantime, we urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and work towards a peaceful resolution to this crisis. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshal and know what's right now. Firstly, the conflict in the Middle East continues to escalate with a poignant reminder of the human cost of war. We've been following the story of Fatmeh, a woman who shared her experience of living with dignity in Iran before being affected by the ongoing tensions. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience and strength of the human spirit. In other news, the U.S. has revoked the green cards of relatives of slain Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani, citing concerns over their alleged support for anti-American terrorist regimes. This move has sparked concerns about the implications for U.S.-Iran relations, which have been deteriorating rapidly since the U.S. drone strike that killed Soleimani in January. Lastly, NASA's Artemis II mission has marked a major milestone in space exploration, with the crew successfully embarking on a journey to circle the moon. This achievement paves the way for future missions to the lunar surface and sets the stage for a new era of exploration and discovery. As the world watches the mission unfold, there's a growing sense of excitement and curiosity about the possibilities of space travel. These stories will continue to develop, and we'll provide updates and analysis as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we looked at the current market landscape, which remains shrouded in uncertainty. Despite the volatility, it's essential to maintain a level head and avoid emotional decision-making. We drew on historical context, highlighting that market fluctuations are an inherent part of the investment landscape. Companies like Motorola Solutions, with its robust financial health and reliable dividend payout history, can provide stability in these turbulent times. Secondly, we explored the impact of the Iraq war on global trade and inflation. Rising consumer prices are a concern, with many economies experiencing a significant surge in costs. The Federal Reserve and European Central Bank are closely monitoring the situation, weighing their options to mitigate the effects of rising prices. Lastly, we touched on our expanded top 20 high-yield dividend stock watchlist for April, which offers a compelling starting point for investors seeking stable returns. These selected stocks boast an average dividend yield of 4.5% and a projected future CAGR of 8%, with an average undervaluation of 10% per dividend yield theory. As we navigate these uncharted waters, remember, don't panic, and always keep your wits about you. By focusing on fundamental analysis and long-term perspectives, investors can position themselves for success. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA's Artemis II mission is continuing to make progress as it journeys through deep space. The Orion spacecraft has encountered some challenges with its toilet system, but the team at NASA's Johnson Space Center has been working diligently to address these issues. Despite the setbacks, the mission is on track to achieve its goals and pave the way for future human exploration of the moon and beyond. In other news, Elon Musk is making headlines with his requirement that banks working on SpaceX's planned initial public offering purchase subscriptions to his artificial intelligence chatbot, Grok. This move has raised eyebrows among industry experts, who are weighing the potential benefits and drawbacks of integrating AI-powered tools into the financial sector. Finally, we're seeing a significant milestone in NASA's plans to return humans to the moon by 2025. The Artemis II mission is a crucial step towards establishing a sustainable human presence on the lunar surface, and we're excited to see how this mission will unfold. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Speaking to you this morning, I'm delighted to share with you a thrilling trio of developments in the world of basketball. Firstly, the Yukon Huskies have secured their spot in the national championship game, set to face either Arizona or Michigan on Monday night, as they seek their 7th title since 1999 and 3rd under coach Dan Hurley. This is a testament to the team's unwavering determination and perseverance, which has earned them a loyal following and left fans eagerly anticipating next season's prospects. Furthermore, the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame has announced its latest class of inductees, featuring an impressive array of basketball legends, including Candace Parker, Elena Del Dunn, Chamique Holdsclaw, and the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, among others. This esteemed group embodies the very essence of excellence in their craft, inspiring generations of fans and aspiring athletes alike. And, in a highly anticipated matchup, the number 1 seeded Michigan Wolverines are gearing up to face off against the number 1 seeded Arizona Wildcats in the Final Four of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. With both teams boasting strong offenses and defenses, this promises to be a thrilling and closely contested game, with the winner advancing to the championship game on Monday. The energy in Lucas Oil Stadium is expected to be electric, so tune in on Saturday to find out if Michigan's focused team can take down Arizona's high-powered offense, or if the Wildcats will pull off the upset. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. In today's summary, we're covering 3 recent stories that highlight the importance of community, bravery, and tradition. Firstly, we reported on a tragic series of events in which several people lost their lives in a devastating incident. Our thoughts are with the families and loved ones affected by this tragedy, and we hope for safer communities for all. Secondly, we brought you a developing story from the Middle East, where a U.S. airman is stranded in Iran after his jet was shot down. The situation is dire, with U.S. forces racing against time to rescue the airman before Iranian authorities can capture him. We urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and prioritize the safe recovery of the stranded airman. Lastly, we took a break from current events to celebrate the Easter holiday with a heartwarming story about the power of tradition and family. Inspired by the legendary actress Elizabeth Taylor, we explored the timeless appeal of classic dishes that bring people together during the holidays. We hope you found inspiration in these stories and wish you a happy Easter filled with love, laughter, and your favorite dishes. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I've got a quick rundown of our top stories for you today. First up, we've got some exciting news for music fans. Counting Crows are heading to the Enmore Theater on April 12th, and I'm thrilled to see Adam Duritz and the gang bring their unique sound to the stage. As someone who's followed their career, I can tell you that their live shows are always a treat. Next, we're taking a trip down memory lane with the announcement of a new Animorphs series, courtesy of Ryan Coogler. This one's for all you 90s kids out there who grew up on K.A. Applegate's beloved book series. With Coogler at the helm, I'm hoping this show will stay true to the spirit of the books and bring back some of that weird, wonderful magic. And finally, Marvel fans, rejoice! We've got confirmation of a Defenders reunion in Season 3 of Daredevil, Born Again. With Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil all set to appear, this is shaping up to be one epic team-up. I'm excited to see where their stories go from here, and whether we'll get to see some other familiar faces join the party. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm Joan Streams for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.